Massive destruction after a powerful and deadly earthquake hit Myanmar and Thailand. At least 150 people have been killed. Sadly, that number will likely go up.
I mean, look at these images. This was a shot of pool water. There was a pool up there, and imagine the force of that. A massive 7.7 magnitude quake. It struck Myanmar. It devastated cities like Mandalay, causing at least 140 deaths. The death toll expected to rise. Neighboring Thailand also reporting at least 10 deaths after a high-rise under construction collapsed. That was in Bangkok. Myanmar, already in crisis from civil war, faces challenges in rescue efforts with bridges down, roads damaged, aftershocks, destruction, leaving thousands of people injured and displaced.
Fox 11's Christy Fajardo live in Culver City with the impact the quake is having on our local community. Christy?
Yeah, many of the people who are coming here to Jasmine Market have heavy hearts today. That's because they have loved ones in Myanmar, and they've heard the stories of mosques collapsing during prayers, of universities that are damaged, and people who are missing or believed trapped. At this point, it is believed that at least 140 people were killed in that nation, and another 9 were killed in Thailand's capital. But those numbers could change. The images are shocking. A skyscraper in Bangkok collapsing. Terrified screams as a pagoda topples. Shoppers running in fear, having to look up as they escape.
Next thing you know, we're sitting in one of our meeting rooms and we started feeling some movement. And for, kid you not, it was probably like a minute and a half. We just felt the room swaying, and it was a pretty scary experience.
Francisco Garcia, a Southern Californian, was stunned he had to travel to Thailand to feel an earthquake this big.
It got very chaotic, and especially being in downtown Bangkok, so many skyscrapers there. People were definitely worried.
Extent of the damage and death toll is still unknown, but the epicenter was in Thailand's neighbor, Myanmar. And those in the Burmese community at Jasmine Market in Culver City tell us cell towers and power are out in some areas, complicating reaching loved ones. That's why they're turning to newspapers like the LA-based Myanmar Gazette for information.
The airport is totally destroyed, and the tower is collapsed, and then people trapped inside.
Publisher-editor Thakin Kai-Boar tells us even before these images, Myanmar was at its breaking point. COVID, years of civil war have devastated the country, and military rule, he says, means there's no information getting out in parts of the nation, and perhaps no help getting in.
There's an ongoing military and civil war also, so very hard to reach out, I understand, but this has Burmese people. Yes, now it's very isolated.
That's why Bay Area restaurateur Desmond Tan has already started a GoFundMe with a pledge to match the first $10,000 raised for the Red Cross. He tells us he's hearing from loved ones about widespread damage and worries about widespread suffering.
There are a lot of damages, around different areas within the, outside of the city. That are not being supported or helped because of the civil war situation that's happening. So there's quite a bit of chaos there.
And the owners here of Jasmine Market tell us that the local Burmese community is also rallying together and working to raise funds for relief to send to Myanmar. And the same is true of LA's very sizable Thai community, people working together, hoping to ease suffering back home. Live in Culver City, Christy Fajardo, Fox 11 News.